Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches, free from harmful toxins, for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network.
And I'm
All right.
mighty tired of your trifling ways.
Gas prices. And believe it or not, by some sheer amount of luck or wizardry, big Harry Potter guy, so maybe, Rupert Grint came out and said expensive petroleum, and all of a sudden everyone got distracted and voted yes. People want change. And everyone's, a keyboard warrior on social media, and they say all their opinions, and they throw stuff out there, they share posts and comment, and they say we didn't do this, we do that. Are those people going to the polls? A lot of things in our lives that you just can't control. One thing you can is your effort into something.
Some of the old songs.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to Unfiltered. We made it to your Friday, June 26, 2026. It's the date where if you flip the numbers, they say the same thing, forwards and back. How about that? Welcome in another episode of your favorite afternoon drive show here on the Inside Edge Network. And a reminder, before we get things going today on your finally Friday edition of Unfiltered, make sure you guys like, subscribe, punch that notification bell at Inside Edge Net across all the different social media platforms. You see right there, bottom of your screen, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, head over to our website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. You can check out the full range of the schedule of shows we got, the daily lineups as well, personality profiles, and the merchandise store where you can't get a cool shirt like this, but you can get pretty nice ones nevertheless. Wrapping the network, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And, hey, we're on Roku. Download our app, Inside Edge Network. Just give it a search on Roku. You'll be able to take us wherever you need to go. I know Program Director Double Anthony Alford does some stuff like this in the gym. If he's listening now, run faster, you lazy bum. But nevertheless, take us wherever. Inside Edge Network app over on Roku. Appreciate you guys. Again, normally we're in the Hawaiian shirt today, mixing up a bit. And I feel kind of bad because I only have 2 Hawaiian shirts. So we need to improve on this. There are things in the wings to be able to hopefully get some more variety in for you guys. But went old school. If you're an OG friend of mine or know me pretty well, this was the basketball jersey. I believe the first year I came back from Toledo with some of the guys. Or I want to say one of the first years we came back and played in a men's league here in Northeast Ohio. So this jersey means a lot. It's been sitting in the closet for about a decade. It hasn't been worn. So I said, why not throw it on today? A little tighter than it was when I was 20, just because, well, I'm fat. So that's fun. But we're here. We got a lot to get into on the show for you guys today. Saw a recent thing come out about the top 10 quarterbacks going into the 2026 football season for the NFL. Decided to take a stab at it. I'm going to have reasons for why I have my top 10 the way they are. But we're going to dive into that. Always controversial. Big news out of MetroHealth. They're over budget, but they're finally getting ready to open their new outpatient center soon here in Northeast Ohio. We'll talk about what that all entails. Some big news and notes. We'll have an update on the earthquake down in Venezuela. Man, just a crazy thing there. Jake talked about this yesterday, but we're going to give you much more details about this whole plan involving the IX Center and possibly a new manufacturer company moving in, what that can mean for the community, pros and cons. Some sad news for downtown Cleveland as one of the coolest looking buildings and one of the most convenient stores down there is going to be closing up shop here soon. And it's time, end of the show today, Friday, it is time to unveil our meme of the week. And I should say now it's the memes of the week because we do the top three. We do an honorable mention, taking your submissions, putting them all in. We have the top three and an honorable mention meme of the week here on Unfiltered. We will display those to you guys here at the end of the program. Excited about all that. But first, it's our top area story here, and it's been just beat to death by news media throughout the day because you just don't see this very often in general. But there was, of course, the house explosion over in Twinsburg, and photos courtesy of 3 News, getting us these shots via drone camera. And man, this was nuts. It was a natural gas explosion that struck the Woodlands subdivision on Hiram Lane in Twinsburg, of course, over in Summit County. Happened yesterday afternoon. We saw the initial reports come in. The situation apparently began when a work crew struck a gas line on Hiram, and then the broken line released a large amount of gas. The crew was installing fiber optics. Authorities calling it a construction mishap. Now, crews were initially called for the reported gas leak, and with the gas settling into the area due to lack of wind, a shelter in place was issued as Enbridge Gas employees made their way to the scene. Minutes later, one of the homes on Hiram blew up, and 2 more homes caught fire as well. The source of the ignition is unclear. Investigators said there may be no telling what sparked it as its whole. Again, 3 homes, as we mentioned, completely damaged. You guys see the pictures there. Nearly 3 dozen homes in the area sustaining varying levels of damage, some severe. 2 people were treated for injuries, but there were no fatalities. The home that blew up, the homeowners were not there. Thank God. The residents of the house that suffered the initial explosion were not home. Again, mentioned they were on a day trip out of town. Best day ever. They took a day trip, I'll tell you what. Firefighters also were on the scene already working on that gas leak when the blast occurred. Again, per one of the Enbridge representatives, another 30 seconds, and they probably would have been in the blast zone. So again, a lot of variables that, man, this is awful, but there was some really timely good luck things happening to where there wasn't actual serious injuries or death. Although what came down with this. Now, there has been some questions, and there was some some addressing of the media earlier by Twinsburg Fire, talking and working through a bunch of different things. Still, obviously, telling folks if they're going to be in the area, maybe just to avoid it, just because there's debris everywhere. One of the fire chief was talking about a mattress being in a tree. Things could be falling out of them, stuff like that. So just staying clear unless you live in the area, and if you do live in the area, playing it safe. Not going too deep into the zone there, so to speak, because again, it's still active. The big question was the 811 question. If you don't know what that is, Ohio has an 811 hotline. Crews must call by law to determine where gas lines are, especially where they're buried, because that's important. Lieutenant Mike Perlotti from the Twinsburg Fire saying that as far as they're aware, those numbers were called and the lines were marked, so they don't exactly know for sure what went wrong. Residents saying that the work crew had been marking lawns in the neighborhood earlier in the week, pinpointing where fiber optics would be buried. All about just trying to get better connected, right? Go figure. Unity Group Incorporated, which owns Windstream, confirmed that contractors from Windstream's kinetic fiber internet team were working in the area where the explosion took place. Unity said that it's cooperating with authorities, obviously, and working to understand exactly what happened. This is just crazy to think about. Now, this led to a different chain of events, too. The cities of Hudson, Stowe, Greene, and, of course, Twinsburg deciding to halt future directional drilling operations because of this situation. Twinsburg announcing today that all boring, missling, drilling, and related underground utility operations have been halted, and the contractor was told operations must remain stopped until the incident can be reviewed and safety assurances are provided. In Hudson, city councilman noting a fiber optic contractor is believed to have struck the line, and that there had been a number of gas line strikes in previous weeks over in Hudson. So kind of lucky we didn't see this story happen earlier with some of those issues happening just this town over. The State Fire Marshal's Office and the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio are continuing to investigate this. with no timeline. But again, it seems like they're saying about a month, maybe to be how long it takes to get through all the debris, figure things out. All that. The Summit County Sheriff, as we mentioned before, limiting access to the neighborhood so investigators, utility experts, engineers, and public safety personnel can assess damage and preserve evidence. Enbridge also shutting off gas to the affected neighborhood there in Twinsburg, making the area safe, and is working to repair the pipeline and restore service. The American Red Cross is assisting displaced residents as well. Yeah, this is one of those things where you just don't see this, like really almost ever. All about connectivity and just trying to, work in a better way to connect everyone. And this is what happens when you drill and you dig in these situations. It's alarming from a standpoint of if you have the crews out there to mark the ground where this stuff is taking place, where you're expected to go under, where you're expected to dig and all that stuff. You would assume, based on what they're able to do, based on their technology to map things out, this shouldn't be an issue. You should never run into this problem. This is, again, one of those situations where we're very lucky we didn't have casualties or severe injuries or anything. It's almost kind of lucky that, 3 houses are gone, the other ones are damaged, and that's pretty much it. I don't know how something like this can happen. And you guys just heard it. Hudson having these issues, multiple lines being struck last week. But none of these stories, thank goodness. There was actually another either line struck or there was an issue earlier today that resulted in some closures, which has since been fixed and everything's been reopened. But man, is it the carelessness of the workers not mapping everything out properly, being trained properly to do so? Is it the possibility that some lines were not marked because they weren't accounted for before at some point? I don't know, but this is one of those crazy stories where you just don't really expect to ever see, a whole neighborhood essentially go up because of this. And you guys saw the pictures. I mean, that's not a pretty sight. The fact that there wasn't anything serious as far as injuries concerned, again, you just got to, praise God for that, because that's huge. It's a huge thing. And we're, of course, keeping an eye on this as it develops and more details come out. I'm definitely curious to see what this all looks like when it comes to the cause and the reason why this just happened. Like, it just seems kind of out of place. Something doesn't smell right, if that makes sense. And that's a gas joke, even though technically natural gas doesn't emit odor. So you're welcome for the corny shit on Friday. Quick break here on Unfiltered, guys. Hey, when we come back, it may be a bit of a longer segment, but we're going to get into it. I saw some people, and because I think the NBA is officially, now the draft's over, they're kind of waiting for free agency and all that stuff, but it's not expected to be super active. Not a lot of big names, so to speak. The NFL, people talking about that. And you can only talk about Shador Sanders eating a burrito 9 times in a row before you decide to talk about something else, right? So people have released, and we'll have the updated list from one personality rather, as far as their top 10 NFL quarterbacks of the season. I decided to take a swing at it because it's Friday. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We will dive into that next, right here on Unfiltered, all along the Inside Edge Network. Don't touch that dial. Stay with us.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell. Do not forget, head over to our Facebook page. It is exactly like the show name, Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell. In that search bar, top of your app, give us a like, a follow. All the stories we talk about usually are going to be talked about here on the show. Anything shared, we got it for you right there. Now, back to the show.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that bray.
For all time's sake. As time goes by.
Welcome back in Unfiltered here on your Friday, June 26, 2026. So happy you are along with us right here on the program, all along the Inside Edge Network. And a quick reminder before we get going on this top 10 NFL quarterback list for the upcoming 2026 season, make sure you guys like, subscribe, punch that notification bell at Inside Edge Net across all the different social media platforms you see right there at the bottom of your screen: YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Also, check out the website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Great merchandise store so you can rep the network, shirts, polos, hats, coffee mugs, anything you can think of right there at your fingertips. And it's pretty stylish too. And on InsideEdgeNetwork.com, you could also check out the different personality profiles, shows, all that good stuff, the schedules. And hey, we also have that app too. Do not forget it on Roku. Just search Inside Edge Network on Roku to download the app and take us wherever you need to go. Excited for you guys to get on that train as well and all aboard, because we love having you. So appreciate the listeners, appreciate the watchers. And now I have to appreciate this list as we get into the top 10 quarterbacks of the upcoming 2026 NFL season. First, I want to show the list that was presented that caught my eye, that was put out. You can see right there, Stafford won. You kind of rolled down it a little bit. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson's on there, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Drake May, and Justin Herbert all round out that list. The thing about all that is there's some guys on that list that I am not going to have on mine, and there's going to be reasons. So let's get into it. Okay, number 10 On my list. That's right. Kyle's top 10 quarterbacks going into the we spared no expense on the graphic on that one. Don't worry. The one posted to social media afterwards is going to look a lot nicer. Number 10 is Sam Darnold. I am sick and tired of the hate for this dude and for him not getting the recognition. I kind of liken this a little bit of like Jalen Brunson in the NBA being in my top 5 now. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's coming off a season where he completed 68% of his passes, threw for over 4,000 yards. I mean, come on. 25 touchdown passes, top 10 in the league. Did have 14 interceptions, but again, threw the ball a lot. But still, Sam Darnold is that guy. Sam Darnold needs to be on this list. He needs to. Until he has another down season where he plays bad and Seattle isn't playing well, then he's in my top 10. He's earned that now based on what he did last year. That team is still going to be solid. They drafted well at the running back position. They still have JSN catching passes. Like, that team's still going to be really good, and he's going to have another good season. So I have Sam Darnold as my number 10. Number 9, Lamar Jackson. I caveat this because this may be the last year Lamar Jackson makes the list as a top 10 QB in the NFL. We'll see how he responds. Remember, he played 13 games last season, threw for a little over 2,500 yards, 64% completion rating, which is actually one of his worst numbers of his career. 21 touchdown passes to 7 interceptions, only 349 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And again, mind you, missed 4 games, but still. You're starting to see a downward trend for Lamar. His accuracy, his ability to run, and this is the fear when you have this kind of athletic quarterback that eventually those physical gifts are going to start to go away. That's why you try to become the best pocket-ish passer you can while you have these gifts. And he's been able to do that, and he's been able to amass some of that. And I think some of the seasons where he's had really high completion percentages may also be because, one, he throws a good deep ball, but two, the threat of running pulls so many people in the box that some guys are getting open. And he's hitting some easy passes. He's made some tough throws too, don't get me wrong. And he's a multiple-time league MVP. But at some point, skills start to diminish a little bit. And I think when you talk about athletic quarterbacks, unfortunately, especially slender ones that are smaller, that may be a little more injury-prone, this can happen. So it's tentative. He could move up. He could fall off the list entirely after this season. But Lamar Jackson is my number 9. Number 8, Dak Prescott. Another guy that honestly may not be on this list for too much longer because of who else is coming up. He completed 67% of his passes, played all 17 games last year for Dallas. Over 4,500 yards, was third in the NFL, 30 touchdown passes, which was fourth, and just 10 interceptions. He also ran for 2 touchdowns as well. At one point, he was considered an MVP frontrunner. Dallas, again, it just doesn't feel like it's coordinating into wins, but his individual play. And you got to think, too, the emergence of George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, the receivers play a big part in this, but Dak Prescott, because of the numbers, because he just, when he's healthy, puts up crazy stats. And it seems like Dallas, when he's healthy, is always kind of in the conversation to make the playoffs or in it. He is still a top 10 quarterback in this league. Number 7, Jared Goff. He's my sleeper pick to win MVP this year because Detroit, it feels like maybe it's time for a bounce back season after they kind of let people down last year. Completed 68% of his passes, which was top 5. 4,564 yards, second. 34 passing touchdowns, second. Only 8 interceptions last season for Detroit. I believe they won 9 games. I don't think they made the playoffs, but I mean, come on. Like, the stats, the numbers, usually has resulted in wins. Remember, they had the 15-win team 2 years ago when he had a great season. Jared Goff, again, is one of those guys that's just severely underrated just because he doesn't run the ball at a high clip, but he's accurate. He throws for a bunch of yards, makes plays. I know Amon-Ra St. Brown's there, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta when he's healthy, all that stuff. But still, this guy's special. He is building out, whether you like it or not, especially now with this run in Detroit, he's building out a Hall of Fame career based on yardage, touchdowns, touchdown to interception ratio, especially, too. The guy doesn't make a lot of mistakes. So take that for what it is. My sleeper for MVP this season, Jared Goff at number 7. Number 6, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, let the haters come in. Come on. Come on. Numbers don't lie, man. Philly's a damn good team, too. 65% completion rating. That's not bad. Anything over 60 you like. If you're over 65, you're considered really damn good. And if you get into the 70s, you're considered elite. Still threw for over 3,200 yards in 16 games last year, 25 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions, ran for 420 yards and 8 scores. So he had 33 total touchdowns. That was top 10 passing touchdowns for QBs, and he had the 4th most rushing touchdowns for quarterbacks last season. Listen, guy's a Super Bowl winner. He's a Super Bowl MVP as well. He kind of falls in that Sam Darnold area, but Jalen Hurts has been doing it. I think Mekhi Lemon and the departure of A.J. Brown is not going to hurt as much as you think. I think they're going to focus more on running. I think Saquon Barkley's going to have another year where he's going to get some usage. Mekhi Lemon may be up for Rookie of the Year, depending on how he acclimates, but him and Devontae Smith are going to work great off of each other. They're kind of similar-ish. I think Mekhi's a little bit bigger, but still fast, can make plays over the middle, easy completions for Jalen Hurts to crank up that completion percentage, get the yardage up too. And they're going to ask him to run again this year a little bit more. And I think he's going to do that. He's going to have a really good season, and Philly's going to be one of those teams again that's kind of jockeying for that 1 seed possibly in the NFC just because of how talented that team is. We're into the top 5. Number 5, Drake May. It's time. Runner-up of the MVP last season, played all 17 games, 72% completion rating, and he's getting A.J. Brown. He's getting a happy A.J. Brown now. He's happy to be there. That's scary. Threw for 4,400 passing yards. That was 4th best in the league. 31 touchdowns. That was top 3. Only 8 interceptions. Also ran for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns. So 35 total touchdowns last season for Drake May. New England, of course, getting to the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's time we start thinking about this guy as the guy, or as one of the guys moving forward in this generation. And there's a couple names that won't make this list that we'll obviously mention too, as that could be in that category soon. But Drake May, just because of last season, what he did, and the team got better around him, should be scary for a lot of teams. He may finish higher on this list when it's all said and done at the end of the season, but right now, number 5. Number 4. Look at old reliable. There he is. Patrick Mahomes coming in at number 4. Again, only 14 games last season. He's coming off the knee injury. I think it was the Achilles or the knee. I can never remember what the fuck he did. He hurt his leg, and it's bad. But he was back throwing like 3 months later. I'm pretty sure it was the Achilles. But over 3,500 yards, 22 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions in just 14 games last year. 422 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns for Pat Mahomes. On pace to have an interesting kind of year, and the Chiefs kind of were not really winning that much when he was playing anyway. They were kind of around 500, and then obviously he goes out, they lose, and that's where it is. Kenneth Walker going to be a big deal, trying to run the ball a little bit more to save Patrick Mahomes. I don't think his rushing stats will be as good this season. He may have a game or two where he gets you maybe, 50, 60 yards, whatever, but they're going to focus on Kenneth Walker being the focal point. He's actually the Super Bowl MVP, by the way, not Sam Darnold. I apologize for that. But still, Mahomes, you're just kind of expecting some sort of bounce back. It'd be kind of crazy not to. But this could be the last year where he's ranked in the top 5, depending on how he responds to this injury and what that looks like with that team. Because I'd imagine you're not getting Travis Kelce past this season. Maybe he stays, maybe he doesn't, but I don't know. So that's going to be, okay, we need someone new there. The receiver core, again, you kind of go, okay, it's all right. You're hoping that Kenneth Walker brings more diversity to that offense and opens more things up for him, because otherwise people are going to tee off on him, and again, he's going to have to try and run around, and that's where he makes magic, but now you've seen that's where he can get hurt. So for now, Patrick Mahomes, my number 4. My number 3, arguably everyone's number 1, but I have reasons why I have 2 people ahead of him. Matthew Stafford is my 3rd, 65% completion rated last season. led the NFL with over 4,700 passing yards and 46 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. And my favorite stat about Matthew Stafford last year, only 1 rushing yard. He knows who he is. I'll tell you what, the reigning MVP of the league, that team in LA getting better. They get Myles Garrett. They are probably right now the favorites to win the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl will be in Los Angeles as well at SoFi. So there's added a measure of want to get there for Stafford to try and win his second Super Bowl in Los Angeles. Already a Hall of Fame resume, obviously one of the best quarterbacks of our generation. And again, for all intents and purposes, he should be putting up similar stats. They're bringing back a lot of those guys from last season. The question is going to be now, can they actually meet expectations? Because before it was kind of felt like, okay, they're a really good team. You know, they should make the playoffs. They should make a run, but can they get to the end? Now, there's no doubt. Everyone's saying they need to be in that Super Bowl. This would be considered a lost season. So a lot of pressure on Matthew Stafford. We'll see how he handles it. For now, number 3 on my list. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Man, health is such a big factor with him, isn't it? Only played 8 games last season, but threw for over 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions. It's crazy numbers when you consider he only played, again, 8 games last year. Joe Burrow, I think, honestly, probably is the most talented passer in the NFL. When he's healthy, he obviously has a fantastic receiving core. We get that. But especially with the line, with all the other things going into this, the lack of a running game, Joe Burrow has had to step up in big moments and deliver for this team. He will be someone that will be in the running for MVP. Health is always going to be the biggest. But if he stays healthy and he plays 16 or 17 games this year, Joe Burrow is going to have another fantastic season. And it's going to be tough not to think that Cincinnati won't win the AFC North, which should be a tough division, with a lot of teams kind of wondering, like, what's going to happen. Is Pittsburgh going to be able to capture some magic, and Aaron Rodgers and that team, can they find a way to make the playoffs again under Mike McCarthy? Is Baltimore going to sink again? You know, is Lamar Jackson going to regress another season? Is Joe Burrow going to stay healthy? What the fuck is going on in Cleveland? Nobody has any idea. So it's going to be a fun division to watch. And maybe sometimes painful, especially for you Browns fans out there. My number 1. It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Josh Allen. 69.3% completion rating last year, over 3,600 yards passing, 25 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. But he ran for 579 yards, the most among any QB, and 14 rushing touchdowns last year. Josh Allen had 39 total touchdowns. And again, if Stafford doesn't have a crazy season passing the football and throws for 47 touchdowns, whatever it was, I think Josh Allen probably wins the MVP again last season, but he didn't. But he very well could this year. The addition of DJ Moore is going to be huge for them, I think. He was overlooked toward the end of his tenure in Chicago, and he's going to have something to prove. Josh Allen's been looking for that one. Keon Coleman. They've got Kincaid. They've got Knox. Of course, James Cook led the league in rushing. He's going to be back. Like rushing touchdowns. Like he's going to be back around. Like this team is going to be really talented. And Josh Allen is the leader of that team. He is my number 1. And I think it's not close right now. Though, again, if Joe Burrow has a healthy season, if Pat Mahomes has a healthy season, you know, some of these numbers can shift or move around. Conspicuous by their absence in my top 10, there is no Justin Herbert. There is no Jordan Love. There is no Caleb Williams. There is no Baker Mayfield. Bo Nix was also considered because of his season last year with Denver and what he's done. He just keeps proving haters wrong. I don't see him going backwards. That team in Denver, too, by the way, now getting Jalen Waddle. He's going to get a chance to be the true number 1 with Cortland Sutton as his running mate. That's going to be a really fun offense to watch in Denver with Sean Payton pulling the strings. I know their schedule's tough, but again, strength of schedule means absolutely nothing because no one's played a damn game yet. So that's why I talked about this way before when it first came out, and we got Browns fans on the network, right? So everyone's looking at up and down. The Browns got the easiest schedule in football, and they can just get a quarter. Like, guys, it shifts every season. Every season it changes. Teams that were bad last year will be good. There's always like one or two new division winners every season that were like in the fucking cellar that climbed their way out. Like strength of schedule means nothing. But I can tell you some of these guys, Justin Herbert, Baker, Jordan Love is the big one that I struggled with because he had another good season last year. Again, we talk about some of those other guys like the Lamars and, the Sam Darnolds and, even Mahomes. If they start just keep trending down super hard, some of these younger guys are going to start taking over. Justin Herbert ain't won a damn thing yet besides Rookie of the Year. So he's not in my top 10. I don't care how many yards he puts up. Like, he's got to win games too and make an impact. I know last season, I think 11-6. So a good year to build off of. And he's right there. It's not like he's my 18th or 19th ranked quarterback, but still, I'm putting Sam Darnold ahead of him for that reason. Sam Darnold had a good season, showed up in the playoffs. They won the Super Bowl. Caleb Williams, still too soon. Throw for 4,000 yards. Do that in Chicago. Then we'll talk. He was close. Baker, again, contract year. This is prime Baker time. This is where he shows up. We'll see how he plays this season. Emeka Egbuka is going to be the new number one guy down there. Chris Godwin, something to prove. We'll see. And Jordan Love, same thing. Again, he could very well be, and he very well may deserve to be in the top 10 in this list. But that is mine. You guys can head over to the Facebook page now. It is posted or should be posted relatively soon, if not already. I had the full list. Feel free to comment. Feel free to shit on me if you don't think it's good. I think it's a good list. I'm going to get a lot of flack for the Sam Darnold on that list, but I don't care. It's mine, so deal with it. But again, 10 Sam Darnold, 9 Lamar Jackson, 8 Dak Prescott, 7 Jared Allen, 6 Jalen Hurts, 5 Drake May, 4 Patrick Mahomes, 3 Matthew Stafford, 2 Joe Burrow, 1 Josh Allen. My top 10 quarterbacks going in to the 2026 NFL season. And again, mind you, that could change. Hell, it could change 4 weeks into the season. We get more injuries, more things happen. Lamar Jackson decides he forgets how to throw a football. He could fall off the list. Who knows? Sam Darnold throws 15 picks in the first 4 weeks. Yeah. So, great seeing some more U.S. and Iranian missile strikes. So, get ready. That deal worked for about a week and a half. God. I'm not even going to comment further on that because I just read a headline. But yikes. We're talking about quarterbacks, and then now we're starting to apparently fight with Iran again. That did not work. All right. Quick break here on Unfiltered, guys. Hey, when we come back, big news involving MetroHealth here in Northeast Ohio. They are set to finally open this new outpatient center. We're going to dive into what that's going to look like for those that frequent MetroHealth in the area. So that'll be big. Some news and notes as well. The latest about the Venezuelan earthquake. That was rough. Really, really tough. A lot of people losing their lives, a lot of injuries, a lot of casualties. We'll get into that. More of an idea about what's going on with this whole IX Center manufacturer possibility thing, City of Cleveland, what it can do for us, pros, cons. We'll talk about all that. A fixture in downtown Cleveland for the past decade plus is going to be closing. A lot of folks are sad about this. We'll talk about that. And it'll be the reveal of our memes of the week here on Unfiltered. Of course, morning show host Omar Clausel Jr. giving us the cannon fodder this week for those pictures. So we'll have the honorable mention in our top 3 memes that y'all submitted coming up here on the program. All of that on the way here on Unfiltered. Stay with us. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Unfiltered here with Kyle Cornell. Before we get back to the show, really quick, do not forget, head over to InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Got plenty to look at from personality profiles. You can check out the full schedule of shows, 13 and counting. It's awesome. And you can head over to the merch shop. Shirts, polos, windbreakers, coffee cups, mugs, the whole 9 yards. It's all there right for you. Head over InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Now, back to Unfiltered.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jack bray.
For all time's sake. As time goes by.
Welcome back, everybody. Unfiltered here on your Friday, June 26th, 2026. So happy you are with us. Again, a quick reminder, before we get really quick some details on this whole situation involving Iran, make sure you guys like, subscribe, punch that notification bell at Inside Edge Net across all the socials. You see right there, bottom of your screen. Check out the website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. One-stop shop to learn it all, and check out the merchandise store right there. And check out our app on Roku. Just search Inside Edge Network on the Roku app. Download us, take us wherever you can go. Real quick before we talk about MetroHealth, I want to give you guys an update on this whole situation involving Iran. What happened Thursday into this morning. The U.S. Military conducting strikes today against Iranian military targets around the Strait of Hormuz in response to Tehran's Thursday attack against a commercial vessel near the key waterway. This according to the U.S. Central Command. Quote, U.S. aircraft struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites. The unwarranted aggression against commercial shipping by Iranian forces clearly violated the ceasefire. Friday's strikes do not reflect a return to major combat operations, at least for now, according to a U.S. official who talked with CNN about this. The strikes coming after President Trump called the drone strike on the ship in the Strait of Hormuz a foolish violation of the agreement to end the war with Iran, but offered no indication whether the episode would prompt a return to broader hostilities. When asked about if Iran would face any further consequences, Trump told the media in the Oval, "You'll find out." Sounds about right. Don't show your hand. That makes a lot of sense. The president first responded to this in the early morning hours Friday, saying, quote, the Islamic Republic of Iran shot at least 4 one-way attack drones at ships transversing the Strait of Hormuz. One of the drones solidly hit the upper deck of a large and expensive cargo carrying ship. Damage was done, but the ship was able to proceed on its way. He wrote, quote, we knocked down 3 other drones. Obviously, this is a foolish violation of our ceasefire agreement. It seems like we're not done yet, folks. So just get ready, because this is still a thing. Great. Let's talk about something good. Hey, MetroHealth, their new outpatient center set to open July 27th. Mark calendars. If you do use MetroHealth, this is a long-awaited project. It's marking a major milestone in the health system's campus transformation plan. The new facility, part of MetroHealth's $168 million Apex project, was designated to consolidate many clinical services under one modern, patient-focused location. While the exterior remains similar to the original plan, the interior has been completely reimagined to prioritize patient experience, removing administrative spaces to create a more streamlined, accessible environment. It ended up costing $224 million, so they went over budget, but still, there you go. Key features, if you're wondering: close connected parking directly adjacent to the building with clearly marked entrances for quick access to registration and elevators, a single, easy-to-navigate campus location for multiple services, modern, accessible design for stress-free visits, 24/7 drive-through pharmacy for any time prescription pickup, and, of course, those expanded services, including primary care, specialty care, pediatric care, virtual care, and testing, all under one roof. Patients can expect routine appointments and testing, specialty care, pediatric services, virtual care options, that 24/7 pharmacy, which is great. The construction for this began before the COVID-19 pandemic, though, but the project was paused to adapt to post-pandemic care trends, including telehealth and outpatient-based treatments. The center is a cornerstone of MetroHealth's plan, as we mentioned, to modernize its 56-acre main campus alongside the new Glick Center Hospital. For more details, directions, or to schedule appointments, visit MetroHealth's patient and visitors page or call 216-MY-METRO. So big news for MetroHealth. This project was essentially almost a decade in the making. And despite going significantly over budget, they found a way to get it done. And again, I said July 27th. That's when this will all open up. I know some of my family members use MetroHealth. It's one of those, the big 3 in downtown Cleveland, in and around downtown Cleveland: MetroHealth, Cleveland Clinic, and University Hospitals, of course. This is a big deal. So you can look on their website, find out more details. We share the link, obviously, on our Facebook page as well. And best of luck to MetroHealth, man. Try to make it work. Good to see them moving in the right direction here with this. Finally, this project took a long time to get done. Final break here on Unfiltered, guys. A quick one. When we come back, we'll get into some news and notes. And it's time, the meme of the week. And boy, did you guys knock some of these out of the park. All that and more coming up here on Unfiltered, all along the Inside Edge Network. Back after this. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Hey, look at you guys. You made it to the last segment of the show. How awesome is that? Thank you so much for watching Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell. Do not forget, give us a like, follow us over on our Facebook page. It is exactly like the show title, Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell. In that search bar, see us, follow us, like, get involved with the polls I post almost daily on our Facebook page. Again, Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell. Now, over to me, final segment of the show.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that bray.
For all time's sake. As time goes by.
Welcome back in, everybody. Final segment of the show here on Unfiltered, all along the Inside Edge Network. So happy you are with us on your Friday. We made it, June 26, 2026. It's the day that if you read it backwards, it says the same thing as it does forwards. 06/26, 2026. How about that? Again, don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, punch a notification bell at Inside Edge Net across all the different social media platforms. Check out the website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Your one-stop shop for everything when it comes to just checking out what we're doing here at the Inside Edge Network. And download our app on Roku. Just search Inside Edge Network and make sure you give us a download. Take us wherever you go over on Roku. All right, some news and notes as we break down some things today. Before we get into the earthquake from Venezuela, we got some video from that too. Wanted to give a quick update involving something that we followed initially when we first started this whole shebang when it came to Unfiltered. House Bill 823 is heading over to Governor Mike DeWine's desk. That is the bill that would protect military service elected officials who get called to duty that are on school boards, things like that. Remember, we were talking to Ashley McTaggart for a while there. She is currently deployed and a member of the Parma School Board. There was some kind of unclear circumstances with all that. We'll dive more into this bill again on Monday and talk about what this could mean for Ashley and for everyone in the future that does have still active military duty on their docket, that they also want to run for these kind of positions and be present even when they're not. So we'll dive into more of that. It's on Governor DeWine's desk. We'll see if he signs it, but that will be coming up on Monday as well. Just wanted to give you guys the update there on that. Now we have to talk about the situation down in Venezuela. We have video to play for you guys here. Take a look at this.
¡Marico! ¡Mi mamá, huevón! ¡Está temblando!
That's shocking video from Venezuela. The death toll climbing to nearly 600 people, with almost 3,000 injured and thousands still reported missing. These numbers are going to, unfortunately, continue to climb. It's just been wild. A 7.2 magnitude earthquake hit the city of Moron, followed seconds later by a stronger magnitude 7.5 quake in the same area. The USGS placing the first epicenter near San Felipe, which is about 100 miles west of Caracas, the capital, and the second larger quake near Yumare, which was striking 39 seconds later. It's among the worst in a century down in Venezuela. The last comparable quake near Caracas, 6.7 magnitude back in 1967 that killed 200 people. Just wild, just to say the least. The U.S. response, Washington is surging available assigned forces to the region, including the amphibious transport ship USS Fort Lauderdale and a literal combat ship USS Billings, plus C-17 and C-130 transport aircraft. Marine Major General Kevin Gerard has arrived in Caracas to coordinate relief as well. Different nations across the world also trying to donate and give to what they can do for this. But yeah, that was a crazy scene down in Venezuela, and obviously we're praying for them and hoping for the best and hoping those numbers don't climb too much higher. But unfortunately, with the amount of people still missing, and you guys saw the video, it's rough. So our thoughts with them, and again, just hoping for the best when it comes to that. I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown about the IX Center situation here in Cleveland. That was something myself and Jake talked about yesterday when he talked so glowingly about the Haslams. But there is some pros and cons to the deal the city of Cleveland's trying to work out with an unnamed manufacturer. It could bring up to 700 jobs and bring $72 million in payroll to the site. The 2.2 million square foot building near Cleveland Hopkins began its life as a bomber plant. The city wants advanced manufacturing, aerospace, defense, and similar growth industries there, not trade shows. Remember, the venue hosted its final consumer show back in March. It's leased to Industrial Realty Group and Industrial Commercial Properties, LLC. So the pros, hey, major job payroll injection, 700 jobs, $72 million. The facility could eventually hold over 1,000 plus high-paying jobs. Cleveland captures all future tax upside instead of splitting it. That's big because of that whole land disagreement they have with the city of Brook Park that's been worked out. The city of Cleveland is going to vote on that, I believe, in the middle of July. That tax issue they had with the land where the IX Center was. And of course, it fits Mayor Bibb's push to revive manufacturing, aerospace, and leveraging proximity to NASA, Glenn, and Hopkins as well. The cons, well, that means the end of beloved events like the auto show and all that, the boat show. Senator Bernie Moreno has lobbied to keep the auto show there, and the event producers say there's no comparable venue. Skepticism is big too about the Huntington Convention Center downtown that can actually absorb those larger shows when it all comes to fruition there. So things to keep an eye on. Cleveland, the city of Cleveland, the council will vote in the middle of July coming up to move all that forward. And obviously, there had been something that fell through before that was going to go in there, a manufacturing plant. So we'll see if all this even pans out, but that's a possibility. So we'll see what happens. And this is kind of interesting and kind of sad. The downtown Cleveland Heinen's location is going to be closing its doors over on East 9th and Euclid. The last day of business expected to be July 31st, according to the company. Quote, "This was a difficult decision, and we appreciate the efforts of our associates and the support of our customers to make this store successful." That's from Jeff Heinen, co-president of Heinen's, and he released a statement saying, quote, "We wish it would have been a more favorable outcome. Despite ongoing adjustments, the store did not reach the level of long-term sustainability needed to continue operating." A favorite of our own program director, Anthony Alford. Heinen's will be closing, looks like July 31st in downtown Cleveland. I also wanted to give a shout out to the men's United States soccer team. They advanced into the round of 32, the knockout stage, so to speak. Their opponent, Bosnia. Probably one of the best draws they could get. There's a lot more open, about who they could face next or whatever it is. Other matchups that are locked in, Netherlands and Morocco. That's going to be a fun match. South Africa and Canada. That could also be fun. On the other side of the bracket, to this point, just looking through and trying to see who else is going here. I mean, this is going to be a fun round of 32, to say the least. Brazil and Japan's another matchup. That could be interesting. You got teams like Mexico already advancing. Ivory Coast is already in there. Switzerland. Australia is in there too. Argentina, we know, has already moved on. This will all get filled out in the next few more days, but the U.S. Excited for the boys to get the job done and move forward with that. All right. I think it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for what we do every Friday at the end of the show. It is the meme of the week, the unfiltered meme of the week. And our morning show host, Omar Clausell Jr., is unfortunately the butt of the joke this week. But hey, these are pretty good. You guys did a good job. So let's start with our honorable mention. When she says my parents aren't home, and then you see 3 cars in the driveway. Listen, man, we've all been there. I get that. And that face is perfect for that too. Son of a bitch. Number 3. Me opening my bank app after 1 weekend out. Dude, that hits so much harder for a lot of people, especially now. But yeah, we pick and choose our times wisely when it comes to that. Number 2. What do you mean P stored the balls? We're always fashionably late to some of these trends, but the P stored in the balls thing still doesn't get old for me. That's pretty good. God, we were so close to being wholesome. Number 1, me calculating whether that text was flirting or just customer service. I've gotten a few of those recently myself, so I can't blame you for that. But there you go. There's your memes of the week here on Unfiltered. What a great job, guys. Appreciate you always submitting those. Those are up on the Facebook page now. You can check them out. Comment if you like them, all that good stuff. Share them with your friends. If you want to get us to go viral, by all means, do so. We appreciate that. What an awesome job you guys do. And what an awesome week it's been. That's going to wrap it up for Unfiltered here on your Friday. Appreciate you guys stopping by and spending the last hour maybe of your workday, your commute home with me and us here on the Inside Edge Network. Again, do not forget, plenty coming up on Monday. We'll get into the latest involving Iran. We'll talk about that House bill and what it could mean for those that are in the armed services that do have positions on school boards, whatever it is, elected officials. We'll talk about that and much more coming up on your Monday. But hey, before you go, I just need you guys to know that you're always, so important to us here on the Inside Edge Network. And you should also know that you always belong. You matter. You're worth it. You're doing great. You're loved. You can do anything. You have a voice. And I believe in you. And I believe I'll see you guys Monday, 5 o'clock, right here on the Inside Edge Network. This has been Unfiltered with yours truly. Have a fantastic weekend.